Well, the first thing is he's not a member of the task force. So why? Let him explain. Why is he wearing task force uniform? Why did he have six men on either side of him wearing task force uniform with masks on and brandishing firearms? It was a media presentation. So what was he afraid of the media? What did he think would happen to him at that conference? How much did it cost the taxpayer for him to be standing there? And by the way, he had pretty much the whole of the KZN Provincial Police Service there with him. So they were all there on a Sunday. He calls this impromptu press conference and he lies to the media. And we need to get to the bottom of it. But I can tell you, he's triggered something which may just be the end of his life in the police service.
Just tell us more on that point, Paul. What do you mean?
Well, the reality is he wasn't authorized to do what he did. If Masemola authorized him to do what he did, the two of them can go down together because I'm calling for a judicial commission of inquiry. I have today written to the minister and I've asked the minister, without overreaching his executive powers, to arrange for Masemola and Mkhwanazi to be suspended until we can get to the bottom of what their conduct is actually involved in and where it's leading.
So, guys, like we predicted that the attacks on General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi are going to intensify as time goes. More people are going to come out and attack General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi and try to discredit what he said. You remember that the ANC had already responded to General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. The ANC Youth League president said that, basically said that the general is trying to be a populist. And if General Mkhwanazi wants to be a populist, then he can come to the branches of the ANC and actually contest. This is the response that we got from the ANC. And this guy, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, that is actually acting like he doesn't understand why General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi needed the protection when he did that press conference. This guy has also been out attacking General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. I mean, like, how can you say that? Why did this guy need these people with the guns? I mean, like, this guy went out to the media to speak about the deep corruption that is happening in the government. Clearly, his life was immediately going to be in danger. Clearly. Or his life was already in danger. So for you to sit there and actually pretend like you don't understand why this guy came with these people with the guns. Absolutely bonkers, man. It is absolutely bonkers. So now I actually want us to turn our attention to this gentleman over here. This gentleman over here is the leader of the National Colored Congress. And his name is Mr. Fadil Adams, Honorable Fadil Adams. So there's something that he has actually said about General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi that has many people upset with him. Many people are not happy at all with the leader of the National Colored Congress. And guys, let's just listen to what Mr. Fadil Adams has said about General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
How is it that we're talking about the lie, the alleged lie that Minister Mchunu told the police portfolio regarding his relationship with Brown? But the National Commissioner could lie about the brigadier that they brought from BMW. How is this okay? Why are we targeting certain people as Parliament? We are eulogizing General Mkhwanazi. I, as the complainant in the charges against those 7 generals, when this portfolio called me a madman before they were arrested, I, as the complainant, am connecting the dots. That staged press conference with a general who now seeks additional protection, who had what looked like an armed militia behind him, it was a threat to this country. Let us call it what it is. He was trying to incite policemen to take action in the event of whatever it is that he knew was coming. Let me tell this committee what I suspect was coming. As the accounting officer for the South African Police Services, I suspect that the National Commissioner himself is up for arrest. And that press conference was nothing more than a preemptive move. And the country appears to have fallen for it. General Mkhwanazi must appear before this committee. The National Commissioner must appear before this committee. The IDAC must appear before this committee. General Kumalo, General Lushabo must come and sit in front of this committee. And I want to appeal and actually ask that we make it a recommendation that every member of this committee that has ever met with any law enforcement or investigative body or given them a statement or had a conversation must come clean and tell us what he said. I will be the first. I know Honorable James had that conversation. I have a suspicion there are a few more other people that are hiding things within this committee. Now, in order to clean out the service, we must all be honest. We can't demand accountability from the boys in blue and hide things right here. How is it?
So, guys, this is what the leader of the National Colored Congress, Mr. Fadil Adams, has said. And like I said, guys, many people are not happy about his utterances because when you look at what he said about the police minister, Mchunu, and him denying knowing Brown Mkhwanazi and saying that it is an alleged lie, this alleged lie about the minister knowing Brown Mkhwanazi, it is not an alleged lie. It is not an alleged lie. We know for a fact right now that the minister knows this person that is called Brown Mkhwanazi. You remember this is a character that the general was speaking about to say that this guy sent him a WhatsApp and he actually showed the general that he actually is in possession of some of the confident information of the South African Police Service. And the general was quite shocked that a civilian could actually have this information. It is impossible for anybody in the streets to have this kind of information. And that guy allegedly said that he's an associate of the minister. And this was not the first time that the general was actually speaking about this character and this character being an associate of the minister, because in the committee earlier this year, this is exactly what General Mkhwanazi said.
In 2024, on the 29th of October, to be precise, I received a phone call, Chair, a phone call and a message that came from a gentleman who said to me he's a close associate of the Minister of Police, and that is Mr. Brown. He referred to himself as Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi. This Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi, who had described himself as a close associate to the Minister of Police, indicated to me, which made me believe that he's a close associate of the Minister of Police, because he said to me he was joining the Minister of Police to visit the Lusikisiki massacre that had happened last year. And because I did not trust him, I called the Chief of Staff to try and establish who is this gentleman. And the Chief of Staff did confirm to me that indeed he is a very person close to the Minister of Police. But what surprised me about this gentleman is that he then indicated to me on a message that he sent me when he said there's an internal attempt to discredit me through the defeating the end of justice case. And as we engage, and I asked him, what is he talking about?
So this is what General Mkhwanazi said about this character that is claimed to be the associate of the Minister, Police Mchunu. And in the same committee, the police minister denied knowing this person. He flat out denying knowing Brown Mkhwanazi. This is what the minister said.
Chair, thank you very much for the opportunity. But I think I picked up something that Provincial Commissioner Mkhwanazi is saying. Chair, thank you very much. Chair, thank you very much for the opportunity. But I think I picked up something that Provincial Commissioner Mkhwanazi is saying about some fellow. 2 weeks ago, it does happen in a week or 2 or 3. I think a week and a half ago, I got somebody insisting that there's somebody who's going around saying he works with me wherever I am. He is there. And I said, show me the face. And it got to a point where he showed me the face, and I told him, I don't know this person. And a week before, there was another person, a Mchunu, who said is my younger brother. My younger brother died in 2005, and I don't have any other. And so when the person says so, you really, so I think we must be very circumspect when people come to us and say, I must be an associate of this and that. I'm no associate to the person that General Mkhwanazi is referring to. But I appreciate whatever they discussed, and then those things coming out so that I understand who is saying what, where, and so on. I do know that possibly all of us, including you, Chair, you would have at one point or the other somebody claiming that they are your associate. It does happen. But other than that, thank you very much.
So the minister basically turned this thing into a joke to say that no, this person doesn't know me. And I'm sure all of us actually have people that are going around and claiming to be our associates. I don't know who this person is. But then, after the press conference of General Mkhwanazi, the minister actually released a statement. He released a statement. And on the statement, the minister said, the same guy that just said that, I don't know who this character is that is called Brown Mkhwanazi. The minister says that this is a statement in response to the allegations regarding the minister's alleged association with Mr. Matala and Mr. Mkhwanazi. In response to the recent allegations made by the Provincial Commissioner General Mkhwanazi, and while respecting the President's call for calm, the Minister of Police, Mr. Mchunu, feels it is important to clarify the following. Number one, the minister says that the minister has never met Mr. Matala, has never spoken to him, nor has the minister ever requested or received anything from him. The minister did, however, initiate a review of the South African Police Service tender awarded to him when suspicions of possible wrongdoings surfaced. It was the same tender which has since been terminated. So this is where the minister actually makes things a bit interesting, because he says that, furthermore, whilst the minister knows and has met Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi, he is just a comrade and not an associate of the minister. The minister has never requested or received anything from him. He literally refused knowing this guy that is called Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi. Initially said that I don't know who this guy is, but now he says that this guy is just a comrade and he's just an associate. So I don't understand what Mr. Fadil Adams was actually talking about when he speaks about the alleged lie. There's no alleged lie. There's no alleged lie. And we know the fact that the minister has come out and finally accepted or finally acknowledged that he knows this person. It took a lot on his credibility. It took a lot. And one thing that General Mkhwanazi said is that some of these people that are in the pockets of this cartel that we unmasked in Johannesburg, some of these people that are working for this cartel are the people in government, and some of those people are in parliament. And right now, Mr. Fadil Adams is actually attacking a man who just told the South Africans that there's a criminal syndicate in Johannesburg that has the people in parliament. I'm not saying Mr. Fadil Adams is associated with these people, but I'm just saying it is not looking good for him. It is not looking good for him. Because right now, it sounds like, it sounds like it is not looking good. And I don't know if he actually spoken with anybody before he went out and said all of these things. Because it is not looking good for him. It is not looking good. So this is what Mr. Fadil Adams said, guys. This is what he said. He said quite a lot about the general. And I guess we were right that the attacks are going to intensify on the general. And I guess it's only a matter of time before the media jumps on the same bandwagon, because they were already calling for his suspension. And I'm sure it's only going to be a matter of time before the mainstream media starts going at General Mkhwanazi. That's what they are saying, guys. I don't know. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.